It's so small.
I know, yeah, and I don't have my glasses on.
Who has eyes for this? Okay, is it working?
Yeah, I think so.
How can I tell?
I don't know. This is flashback humor of last video.
Oh,
so.
recording. 11,
Yep,
12.
okay, cool.
Great.
Hello!
Hello!
Welcome back to Untitled Bestie Podcast. Special Obnoxious Dog Edition. Special Halloween Edition. Final 31 Days of Halloween installation.
Correct.
We're
in costume.
It's me, Princess Scorpio.
Yeah, he looks great. I didn't do anything. I did this what's his name?
I don't know, Caecilius
the
or
bad
something?
guy from
Take your glasses
Doctor
off so they can see
Strange.
it.
I'm trying. It doesn't really pick up very well.
Yeah, the glitter doesn't really show up on this like 2p resolution.
Yeah, I'm not really that guy, but I only had like 5 minutes to do something for Halloween. So,
yeah, she spent the rest of it doing my makeup.
So I smeared this on my face, and now I'm recapturing it.
Yeah, if we keep doing video episodes, we're actually going to get a camera. This is a 10-year-old laptop.
Yeah.
So
is it really that old?
No, but
Nobody got the list, huh?
yeah, I can't.
Okay, I'm getting the list. Be right back. And then there will be probably some more video interruptions.
There will be blood.
Oh. I hope there's no blood. I mean, at least I hope it's like not mine. If there is. Okay. This is not the list.
You start reading, it just says milk,
Yeah.
eggs,
Read a grocery list.
lunch meat, bread, vodka.
Man, these little magnets are strong as shit.
Yeah, just slide them off one at a time.
Slide them?
Yeah, you know.
Just pull the magnet off.
Yeah, but you don't want the piece of paper to fall off the fridge. You can't pull all the magnets off at once.
What the fuck?
First of all, you don't have enough hands.
Yeah, you just need big enough hands to grab.
All of them, yeah, just slide them together and then you can pull them off with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we start listing movies, I would like to announce that we did successfully, with time to spare, succeed at watching 31 movies in the month of October.
We sure did.
And I don't think we watched any more horror movies after 31.
I don't think so.
We've watched 5 Tremors movies since we did 31 Days of Halloween, but we started on November 1st.
We will have a special guest speaker for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, I feel like we may have read some of these, but I don't remember.
Well, we're starting with Evil Dead.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
We read all of them at the end.
I know, but I don't remember how many there were.
Doesn't matter. Just talk about the ones we're going to talk about today,
It
which is all of
matters
them.
to me.
5. Read the 5. Read the 5.
I'm never dressing up as Scorpio again. This is the things I get.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to learn how to do my own makeup next year.
Good. Okay. Evil Dead. 1BR. Circle. Funny Games. Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to talk about. So, get to it.
Well, we had seen... One of us had seen all of these movies once before, except for Funny Games.
Correct.
And 1BR, actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I picked
that's
that
a
one.
really crappy statement, because it's only 5
Yeah,
movies.
well, I thought it was one of them. Anyway, so yeah, we'd seen the Evil Dead remake before, and...
Yeah, like when it came out.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid remake. It's
'Cause-
like still campy.
Yeah, but it's not trying to recapture the camp that Evil Dead is famous for. It's not doing that, which is
No.
what would have ruined it.
Yeah, it's really gory. It's really epic in like really goofy but well shot way.
Yeah, it's interesting because like it's the same premise as Evil Dead, but it takes itself real seriously.
Yeah.
And it does a pretty good job of it.
Yep.
It still has unfortunate vegetative sexual assault sequence, but that sounds wrong. I mean, there's plants. Plants sexually assault someone.
Yes. Tree plants.
So yeah, if that's a turnoff for you, that's still in the movie. It's a turnoff for me, but the rest of the movie is so good. I've still seen this movie like 3 times.
Yeah, and you're kind of forced to watch it anyway. I don't even know how it came up. I was just like, ooh, Evil Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't want to say too much about it. If you're familiar with Evil Dead and you haven't seen this remake, give it a shot. Don't expect it to be like the original, and that I think that's a good thing. I like when remakes change things because otherwise, why make them?
Agreed. It's way better than like say the Pet Sematary remake.
Oh gosh. Yeah, and there's a few little references and callbacks to the original, but nothing super blatant.
Yeah.
Like nothing that is intrusive.
Agreed. It's I don't think a lot of people liked it actually, but I thought it was really good.
Well, and
I think it still holds up.
That's not super surprising because the people who like Evil Dead are an crazy cult. I mean,
that's true.
People like that show Ash vs. the Evil Dead, and we didn't make it 2 episodes into that.
Did not care for it.
Because the CGI gingerbread man was just what? Why is this a show? Anyway, yeah. So Evil Dead would recommend.
1BR.
1BR. I picked this because it's on Netflix. Stop chewing. Because this was on Netflix, and
don't lick me.
I don't know. You know, I saw the teaser for it, and you know, I thought, what the hey? It's about a lady who moves into an apartment, and then weird stuff starts happening. No son with her cat.
Yeah.
Cat in the oven. I would not really recommend this movie.
Me either.
It's a movie about Scientology, more or less.
Yeah.
It is a movie about brainwashing and how cults indoctrinate people. But it's just not very interesting.
Nope.
It's straightforward, check the boxes, by the numbers. It's well acted. It looks pretty good.
The characters are really mediocre.
Yeah, it's well acted, but it's not well written is the problem. Like it's written like a textbook, and so pass.
True. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, very forgettable. Like it looked nice. Like it was well shot. But if you don't really care about looking at an apartment complex your whole life.
Yeah, and one of the most predictable movies we've ever watched. I think. Yeah. Like, a lot of times we say that about movies, but we actually had, like, also a bunch of predictions that were wrong. I don't think there were any wrong predictions in this movie. I think we predicted every single thing that happened, like, in the first 15 minutes. We were like, oh, yeah, that guy's actually going to be good, and that guy's actually going to be bad, and that guy's not the head of the cult. It's bigger than this, and, like, it's just all this shit. Like, there's, you know...
It was boring.
No, not good.
Boring. Circle.
Which
I don't remember finishing, but I guess
we did. And this is one that I was almost like, this is barely a horror movie. But it is. It is. It's it's the Cube form of horror movie where they have exactly one set and it's strangers figuring out what's going on in a weird situation.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth a watch. I don't think it's great.
That's how I felt about it.
But yeah, I mean, I think if you like movies like Cube or general like Platform, like it's not good like Platform was. Platform was great, so but it's that type of movie. Like your people are in a weird situation with arbitrary rules that they can't control, and it's a life or death situation, and they have to try to figure out what's going on, communicate, betray each other, be assholes, be good people.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, and it's
but the fittest has different faces.
Sure, yeah, it's totally worth a watch. One watch if you like that type of movie.
Yeah, which is probably why I don't remember it the second time, because I already gave it one watch. Sorry, I'm dying.
Let's get to the 2 movies I want to spend a lot of time talking about.
This one's my fault too, which is what sucks.
I know. I never would have picked this to watch, and I liked it.
I did not.
I thought it was good. The movie we're talking about is 1997's Funny Games. Do you want to talk about it first?
Yeah, it was incredibly disappointing. It was disappointing. There was no porn in it.
That's true.
It was disappointing and boring, and I don't know what else there is to say about it, so go for it.
So first of all, I didn't enjoy watching this movie. I still think it was really good, and like I kind of retroactively enjoy it, having finished it and not currently watching it.
This is some David Lynch bullshit you're spouting. You're like, it was so bad just to be bad that it was good.
But it wasn't bad. It was just unenjoyable.
It was bad.
It was a well-made, well-acted, well-directed, well-edited movie.
No.
And it accomplished its artistic goal. Okay, are you going to let me talk about it or not?
No, I'm just going to be angry about it.
Okay. This movie's great. Don't watch it. I enjoyed it. I still think about it, and I still enjoyed it. It is a movie about...
I don't know what just happened.
I'm not going to spoil anything in it because A, it's boring.
There's nothing to spoil.
It'd be boring to spoil it. It is a movie about sadists torturing a family, but not in an entertaining way, just in a sadistic way. There's very little. It's not gore porn. There's no graphic gore in this. There's no graphic nudity. It's just psychological fuckery. It's just some characters being mean to other characters, and then the movie ends. It's like that movie The Strangers, but good.
Yeah, I feel like this is I'm watching kindergartners bully each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're fat. Don't call me that. I'm gonna pull her hair. Like, it is juvenile to the extent that it's just like not entertaining in the slightest. I hate it. I thought it was so bad.
I think it's an extremely clever, well-made, well-executed movie that is not enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I like when people make bad art and it's like, oh.
It's not bad art, though. It's just art that makes you uncomfortable.
I think it's bad art.
It's like if you see a painting that's really good, but it grosses you out.
No, I think it's bad art.
Okay.
I think it's like when you see a painting with like a shit smeared on it and you're like, oh, I see what they're doing there. And then everybody's like, yay, good art. And I'm just like, no, it's not. That shouldn't have been made. Nobody should waste their time seeing it.
Fortunately, art is subjective. This movie's great. It was remade 10 years later in American or something. I haven't seen the remake, and I'm probably not going to watch it. There's like no chance that it's as good.
I'm going to watch it because I'm stupid.
The original is in German, subtitled. Don't even notice because it's just nothing happens in the movie. Some guy asks for eggs like 17 times. That's not a joke.
But it's really more like demanding eggs.
Right, yeah.
I came here to borrow the eggs!
It's so good. So yeah, I think Funny Games 100% lives up to its cult status, and watch it.
Nope. Don't watch it. Take my advice.
This is one of the few times we have a direct conflict on recommendations.
They're out
There's a couple. Yeah, I mean, I think I said watch Rest Stop, but...
Yeah. But I feel firmly like, do not watch Funny Games.
Well, we're, 10 minutes into this podcast and we're done? 13. Okay.
I may have suggested that we talk about more than 5
It's true. Well, I think we're going to ramble for a while because we did get dressed up for this.
You did.
You did too?
This is not counting.
I had to wait for you on the couch for 10 minutes because you were putting on makeup. So.
It was only 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's 10 minutes that we could have been in the podcast.
That's true.
Well.
The last movie is Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, we wanted to cap it off with something fun, something good.
And something that my boyfriend had never seen.
Correct. I think Cabin in the Woods is great.
So do I. I think it still holds up.
It's a Joss Whedon script, so it has all the pros and cons of that. I don't really want to get into the pros and cons of Joss Whedon.
The pros are, it's funny.
Yeah, the pros are, it's funny. It's got a great cast. And it, well, it's a very meta film.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love meta horror. It's why fucking Wes Craven's fucking...
New Nightmare
is one of my favorites. And Scream, of course. I have a beef not with Cabin in the Woods, but with people who like Cabin in the Woods.
That's me.
Let me explain. People who like Cabin in the Woods but don't watch horror movies.
Oh, yeah. I have a beef with that,
because this movie attracted a bunch of Whedonites and just other general people who like comedies.
Right.
And they were like, it's a horror movie, but it's making fun of horror, and it's meta, so it's good. And I'm like, hello, horror movies have been doing that for like 25 years. And if you watched horror movies, you would know that. It's you wouldn't think this was some fucking mind-blowing thing that's like new.
Right.
And that's not a strike against the movie. It just bugs me that there's people who think this movie's amazing because they don't watch horror movies. They're like, I don't normally watch horror movies, but I watched this one because it was meta, and I was like, well, bad news about half the horror movies you're not watching.
Yeah. I like it a lot. It has a lot of different storytelling, like mashups that are fun.
Yeah, I mean it's not just meta like as part of its story. It like has tons of references, and it checks all the boxes. It's a movie where Joss Whedon was like, let me list all of the horror movie tropes that I know and work them into the script somehow.
Yeah.
And that's somehow not bad.
You know what it reminds me of? Just in like similar formula, Behind the Mask. And when I didn't exactly spoil this when we talked about it before, but it has a similar storytelling formula. That I like.
And yeah, like a similar structure, exactly. It is the big budget, fancy Hollywood, I saw Behind the Mask, and we can make a bigger thing of this.
Yeah, kind of.
But it's not like a ripoff or anything. They're different movies.
They're very different.
But they definitely have a very similar... And I mean, and that's kind of an evolution of Scream, too, right? I mean, Scream is... They're talking about how you would be a serial killer, what happens in horror movies, and then characters are doing that in the movie. So it's very much that evolution.
Sure.
Completely different from New Nightmare, which is, well, Scream is different from New Nightmare. I would say Cabin in the Woods is similar to New Nightmare.
I don't remember New Nightmare nearly as well as you.
No, I know, and people keep refusing to watch it. I tried to pick it during 31 Days of Halloween, and no one would watch it with me, so that's okay. We watched Cabin in the Woods instead. Another meta horror film. I mean, that was my two suggestions for movie 31 were New Nightmare and Scream. Because I was like, let's cap it off with something that's A, good, and B, sort of references the whole genre that we're talking about. And then we came up with Cabin in the Woods because Tony hadn't seen it, and that satisfied my criteria as well. So it was a good time. It was a fun movie.
Yeah. I have a thought.
Do it.
We could make it extra short because it's a video and only release it as a video, and it would like force people to watch it. But they might have more incentive because it's short.
Yeah, actually, that's like it's the DLC. You have to go to YouTube to get the finale of 31 Days of Halloween.
Right, but then it's a treat because you get to see Scott as Scorpia. Making that face, I guess. You look just like her.
Yeah, especially when I tilt my head back.
Yeah,
because they're usually looking up at Scorpia because she's really tall.
And the lip, look really good at that angle. I don't look like Scorpia at all.
That's okay. It'd be weird if we were both dressed up as Scorpio.
Why do people do that all the time for Halloween costumes? I saw 4 Waldos downtown.
Do you think they all dressed up as Waldo together, or do you think they met at a bar and were like, holy shit, we're doing a bar crawl now?
I have no idea.
Well, we should talk about some other stuff then, since we're doing it.
Okay.
Nothing big. Upcoming, we've watched 5 Tremors movies.
Yeah.
So that's happened.
That's happened.
And we will have a guest talk about that. We recorded some live watch footage for it. I haven't gone through it. I don't know if it's going to be usable. We might just invite him back over to do an episode and talk about it.
Right.
But there's 2 more Tremors movies to watch because apparently there's 7 of the fucking things now.
Yeah.
And yeah, the 5th one is like tied for best. So he wasn't wrong.
I just tied with 2.
Yeah.
I like 2. I like 2 was good. But we'll talk about that more later.
Yeah. We'll talk about that more later. That's coming up. If you guys are Tremors fans, I'm sorry. But hey, tune in.
Yeah, tune in. And also watch the new ones if you haven't.
We are probably going to watch Haunting of Bly Manor, a.k.a. Haunting of Hill House Season 2. We didn't watch it during October because we had to watch movies and didn't have time to fit 10 hours of a miniseries in, or 8 hours, or however long it is.
Right.
But we really enjoyed the first season, so we'll probably watch that, and we'll probably talk about it on our podcast.
Yeah, we said we were going to talk about some series that we haven't done yet, so.
Yeah. Horror-wise, I think that's all we've been up to.
I feel like there was one more in there. I've been watching some shit on my own, but only barely. Good? Only barely.
I like grabbing the dog with my claws.
Dude, Scorpio just clips things off, so I feel like any moment now you're just gonna clip Popeye's head off.
It's funny because like she clips things, but she also can grab things, and I give great hugs.
Yeah, I don't have anything else right now. I mean, I haven't watched anything good to answer your question.
Okay. Yeah, so recap. Don't watch One Bedroom.
Nope. Do watch Evil Dead.
Yeah, watch Evil Dead, which is what, 2014? 15? 16?
14.
2014 Evil Dead. Don't watch One Bedroom. Do watch Circle if you're into that type of movie. But
I think Circle is an entertaining watch.
But if you don't like that genre of just people standing in a room trying to figure stuff out, like, you're going to be bored.
I mean, I don't know that I like that genre either. Or that I like that movie. I still felt like it was interesting to watch.
Sure, give it a watch.
Don't watch Funny Games.
Watch Funny Games.
Do not. You already said you weren't recommending anyone watch it.
I changed my mind.
It's so bad.
And if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods...
What's wrong with you?
Well, no. If you're not a Joss Whedon fan, understandable. But it's still kind of worth a watch.
It's super good.
It has... Yeah, it's pretty good.
It has Thor in it.
Yeah, it has Thor in it. And it also has that one guy.
The dad from 6 Feet Under.
Yup. And, The West Wing.
The guy from The West Wing.
Yeah.
And none of those people are the best character. There's a really great character.
Yeah, I forget his name again. I looked it up.
I don't know.
It's
good.
Stuff.
It's a good movie. It's a good horror movie. Lots of gore.
Not that much.
There's lots of gore, trust me.
There's... the gore that's there is pretty gory.
Oh, see, I feel opposite about it. I feel like...
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember the end of the movie. Lots of gore.
Lots of gore.
Tons. Forgot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just thinking of the beginning part.
Yeah. Lots of gore.
Okay, someone gets stabbed with a trowel.
Yeah. Somebody gets raped by a tree.
That's not that movie. Like...
I know, just...
Thank God Joss Whedon didn't feel the need to put that reference in his movie.
It's flashback humor.
Yeah.
What else? What do we got? Some sort of minutes? Some sort of time?
22.
Okay, I couldn't see it at all.
Did we really not watch anything else between...
No.
Yeah, I guess watching 5 Tremors movies did take up most of the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, well, peace out. Post pictures of your fucking costumes.
Yeah.
To unlock the bonus episode. You have to PM us a picture of your costume to watch this video. You don't know that because this information's in this video, but call it an Easter egg. Okay. Peace out.
Oh, I have to do this?
Yeah, you have to click stop record.
I got this. Where is it at? Is it over here?
Yeah, the button that you click to start it now says